and welcome to Masters. And today we're talking about another episode in the saga of MasterCard and Visa and the collective shout incident. Just the Spark Notes version is that collective shout Karen to Visa and MasterCard to pull down adult content. And, gamers, if you saw the last episode, gamers were making a noise about it. And even I was making noise about it because, a bunch of Karens shouldn't be the moral arbiters. But, anyways, since we got the Spock Notes version, the TLDR version down, I'm going to say this in the earlier episodes part now. If you like what you're listening to, please like and subscribe. It really helps. Thank you if you do. And you know what? Either way, even if you still listen, thank you. So, in this new episode of this saga, I feel like this is a Dragon Ball Z episode. In the last episode, deep announcer voice, which I don't have, but essentially put out a non-apology. Why is I'm assuming what the gamers have been doing has been working. Most of the gamers, because they have essentially been on this point of attack where they've been clogging MasterCard's lines. And to essentially talk about, hey, look, this issue, even if the customer service representative has no say over it, this is essentially going to affect MasterCard's bottom line. And Visa's too. Because if the lines are clogged, then no one can get help. That many YouTubers, gaming YouTubers in general, what I've noticed, whether they're gamer fans, YouTube podcasts slash YouTubers like me, or just people like Madam Savvy, who essentially were making noise about, how bad censorship is and, how they don't like it, which I agree. And on Twitter, YouTube, and you know what the scary part is when you get both sides of the political altitude out on something, you're definitely fucked. You got Anna Sarkeesian, the Game of Gate 2 lady, upset about the censorship. She even said, and this is her words and her post, someone give this brilliant book to the puritanical angry moms who bully parent processes into all banning porn games. The reason we even have online payment processes is because of sex work. It was invented to pay for porn. And this is what she said. And this is quite ironic for the same person who wanted all this censorship with Gamergate 1. And then you got people who, probably are pissed, their furry games are probably going to be censored. And it's like, yeah, I may not like furry Atari games. I could say I don't like it, but I don't think censoring it's a problem. And I think hopefully, these people who are so pro censorship, like Anna Sarkeesian, realize that the thing with censorship is it doesn't just censor what you want, it'll come back like a boomerang and censor the stuff you like too. So, anyways, let's go to their non-apology. From MasterCard, clarify on the recent headlines on gaming content. MasterCard has not evaluated any game or required restrictions of any activity on game creator sites and platforms, contrary to being reports and allegations. Our payment network flows standards based on the rule, or put simply, we are allowed all lawful purchases on our network. At the same time, we require merchants to have appropriate controls to ensure MasterCard cannot be used for unlawful purchases, including illegal adult content. First off, this is freaking bullshit. They already went after Japanese sites before the collective shout situation. Secondly, it was they bent the knee to collective shout to a bunch of old crones who want to be the moral arbiters in the internet. Essentially want, change the law for Steam to do their bidding. So live. And also, I don't know about itch.io, but Steam already had a clause in that said any sexual depiction of an underage person in a game wouldn't be able to be on Steam. This is Steam. The partner Steam games, essentially, it says on a Steamworks site where it says rules and guidelines what shouldn't be published on Steam, and this is number 8: content that exploits children in any way. And then number 2: nude or sexually explicit images of real people. And this is finally number 3: adult content that isn't appropriately labeled and age gated. Folks, that was for the collective shout, argument, but point being is I think Steam already had safeguards in place. MasterCard and Visa were just exerting their power and listening to a bunch of old crones. Maybe just speculation on my end, but who knows? Maybe they were using the old crones as a meat shield to be like, "You'll take the blame while we censor something else because they raided in Japan." At the end of the day, the reason why they issued this non-apology because I think the controversies were heating up to them. I think a good sort of barometer or litmus test to show why they're doing this is their stock price. Stock prices always show investor confidence in a brand. Of August 1st, 2025 at 9:50 p.m., MasterCard stock is at $559.89. While you may be thinking, Mateo, that's a good number for a stock price. And you know what? I would agree. But the problem is with the stock is it's down by 6.58%. And it lost another 1.16% today in the markets. And from my observation, most healthy stocks usually have a small percentile failing if they fall, like point something percent around that area. So essentially, around 6% I mean 6.58%, my bad, is a big loss, and they're probably scrambling. Listening to this episode, I'm going to close it with that. And stay healthy, stay hydrated, and happy gaming. And again, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.